あんたが暁のミンフィリアかい？
ええ、私です。ようこそレブナンツトールへ。
なに、幼なじみの頼みとあっちゃ断れないさ。
彼女はムーンブリダさん、ウリエンジェさんの友人でエーテライト技術の権威でもあるシャーレアンの賢人よ。そして何より私たちが進めていたアシエンの魂を捕らえる檻、白成績の共同研究者でもあるの。
よろしくな。
Just goes to show that you never know until you know. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Find all the pieces after, well, you know. After oh.
Hi, ムーンブリだ。
よーいだ。久しぶりじゃないか。
あら、イダに知り合いがいただなんて意外ね。
どういうこと？私だってパパリモの他にも友達くらいいるよ。
僕がいつ友達になったんだ？
みんな揃ったわね。では改めて紹介します。彼女はムーンブリダさん。今回シャーレアン本国から足を運んでもらったわ。ムーンブリダさんには白成績の試作品を持ってきてもらったの。本来はシャーレアン本国で研究を続けてもらう予定だったけれど、彼女はエーテライト技術の権威、先の芝の件もあり急ぎ合流してもらったの。
この魔器は未完成だが、残すところは最終調整だけだ。どのみち最後はエオルゼアのエーテルに合わせて仕上げようと思っていたからね。いい機会だったよ。
やれやれ。相変わらずの言葉遣いですね。もう少し雅やかにはできないものなのですか？
ウリエンジェ、やろう、会いたかったぜ。
やめなさい、ムーンブリだ。それより離れなさい。
なんだよ、冷たいな。幼なじみのあんたがエオルゼアに渡ってからは会うことも少なくなって寂しい思いをしてたんだぜ。それが突然お前の全てが欲しいって言ってきたから喜んで飛んできたってのに。
おいおい、隅に置けないな。
お待ちなさい。問題の解決にあなたの技術と知識の全てが必要、そう伝えただけではないですか。ともかく積もる話は後にすべき。今は何より眼前の障害を取り除くことが先決。この地に新たな神を下ろさせぬためにも。
ああ、そうだったな。何でも転送先のエーテライトが機能していなくて困っているようじゃないか。
ええ、そうなの。私たちが追っている異端者氷の巫女ことイゼルがスノークローク代表壁の最深部にあったエーテライトを用いてさらに西方へと逃亡。その後追撃を防ぐため転送先のエーテライトを破壊したと思われます。これによりこちらから転移することができなくなったわ。おそらく彼女は転送先でシワを召喚する準備をしている。イシュガルドの神殿騎士団が今も別のルートを探しているけれど、現在のところ発見には至っていないの。
なるほどね。転送先のエーテライトが破壊されたのか。ミンフィリア、念のために聞くが、転送元と転送先双方のエーテライトは少し前まで機能していたんだな。
ええ、測定したエーテルの流れから転移の成功を示していたとの報告を受けています。それにイゼルが転送するのを目撃した証人がここにいるわ。
転送痕跡は残っているか。ならやり方はある。
本当なの？
ああ、転送先のエーテライトを強制的に再起動させりゃいいんだ。そもそもエーテライトっていうのは夜の海原で港の位置を知らせる灯台のようなものさ。その明かりがなければエーテライト間の地脈の本流に流された時、出口を見つけ出せなくなっちまう。これが転送が機能していない状態だね。だからこちらから強制的に灯台を灯して出口を指し示す。転送先の地脈の結節点に向けて転送痕跡に沿って直接エーテルを流し込むってわけだ。
しかしそのためには莫大な量のエーテルを流し転送先のエーテライトに干渉させる必要があるのでは？
そんな密度のエーテルをどうやって？僕たちが協力すれば相応のエーテルは作り出せるかもしれない。ただ幾人もの術者が放つエーテルを一つにまとめ大きな流れにするとなると至難の業だぞ。
転送元のエーテライトが機能していない場合は私一人でなんとかなったけど、さすがに今回ばかりは。
そこで私が持ってきた白星石を使うのさ。これはアシエンほどの強大なエーテル界を封じ込めるために作った魔器。こいつにあんたらから放たれたエーテルを全て吸収させ、相応の量がたまったらエーテライト経由で一気に流し込む。ただしこの白星石がエーテルを保持していられるのはごく短期間だけだからね。エーテルの封じ込めから放出まで現地でやるしかない。
ムーンブリダさんの考えてくれた方法以外に選択肢はないわね。先の転送からかなり時間が経過しています。転送痕跡が消えてしまう前に行動しましょう。
じゃ 善は急げだ。案内してくれ。
I find they're rather cavalier about the risk to my life, because it's gonna be me that goes through that. I've already informed Alpha of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner one breeder in this card. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Vulnstack, and I have faith you will return to us as you always have. All well and good. But Moonbird is a brilliant and dedicated scholar. I would not have endorsed the plan were it not so. Okay. I shall pray for your safe return, Vulnstack. Where and the others? Aww, very sweet. Ooh. My father has agreed to take care of Yozan for me. The children need role models, and we must do whatever is in our power to provide them. Duare and Hozan are about to take up their posts. It seems even the children are starting to understand the gravity of the situation. Sweet. I'm ready, Hozan. Are your preparations complete? Over the years, I've learned that it is better to busy yourself with things you can control rather than worry about things you cannot. A hot meal will be waiting for you when you return. Understood? How's the news spread that fast? Quite right, Hori. Yet I fear we two alone could not resist full-scale assault. Mayhap we had best draw a plan of evacuation should the worst come to us. Alright. Falls to you and I, Golden It, to ensure those Imperial dogs set tragedy of the waking sands must never be repeated. Very true. Actually, kind of want to see. I wonder if that let me into the intercessor. No, they will not. Right. About to visit Archville. Heretics, Dravanians, old familiar enemies. This is something beyond all imagination. Alright. Conspires against us, the broken ice ever reforming to conceal. Right, okay, so it's still the same line as ever. Trust and power, white Orosite, Vulnstack, and in me, of course. Sure. Good to see you, Vulnstack. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Elbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends the interrogation of Aileen Roy. In Ulda, even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetherite, after you, Scion. Charming. Try tuning the ether right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. We've done all we can, Vulnstack, but now let us move. When your final preparations complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by grace of 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Sure. I have a mind to join you, but Urianger made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently, the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. As if I'd give her the chance. Aww. Still the same line? Yep. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of the saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbreeder's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emeric. Of all the myriad challenges you have faced, I should be amazed if it were a failed teleportation attempt that finally killed you. Pray do not surprise me. Honestly. Sir, Sir Emeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. guard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Vulnstack Collector, the warrior of light, savior of yours, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Just a screenshot of that too. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others will falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Helone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Okay. Wait. I want to see that. The Lord Commander of the Temple Knights is appreciative of your efforts, and he prays that Lalonia will see you safely home. Call upon your allies, place your faith in Moonbreeder's plan, and put an end to Isol's crusade. As long as the nation. I would have been like.
なぜ追ってきたのだ、光の戦士よ。我が望みは戦いの終結、そう言ったはず。やはり因果を断ち切るには力が必要か。ならば私が立ちはだかる者を倒そう。それが人々の希望であって、我らを救い祈るべき神がいないなら、聖女にこそこの祈りを捧げよう。我が五体をよりしろに、かつ融和をもたらした聖女の魂を呼び下ろそう。聖女シマよ、今こそ我が身によりて全ての争いに氷結の静寂を。 聖女シバの力をもってしても人々の希望は乗り越えられぬというのか。光の戦士よ、聞いてほしい。
No sacrifice of it is
イシュガルドの民とドラゴン族との果てなき戦い。これは人が犯した罪の因果によるもの。それを今こそ断ち切らねばならない。この戦いはいつから続いているのか。その発端は何なのか。イシュガルドの民の誰もがその因果を知らぬまま夢幻のごとき戦いにその身を投じる。彼らにとって信仰であり生き方そのものだから。しかしこの戦いは凍てつく大地が見せる氷結の幻想などではない。人が罪を重ねて隠してきたまごうことなき真実。あなたなら聞くことができる。黙約の塔、始まりを知る源流からこの戦いの真相をあなたなら感じることができる。この世界の真理を。そしてあなたに考えてほしい。真実とは何かを超える力を持っているのならあなたにもできるはず。あとはあなた自身で聞いて感じて考えて。
超える力を持つ者への神の憑依、万事上守備といったところか。ラハブレアの思惑通りに動いていることが気に食わんが、ゾディアーク様の命であることもまた事実。しばらくは様子を見させてもらうさ。
I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? I saw it. What? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanian so skilled with glamour after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? The trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Charming. Reader remains unconvinced that you're not a sustained head injury. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you'd best pay a visit to White Room Front and speak with Alvino, who's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Guardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and hot. Hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blood vision? Oh, no vision reason. See you again soon. Right now. Ah, fuck this. Let's just teleport. Except. Yeah. Emmerich, you're waiting for me. Still remember the first time you entered these chambers. Suffice it to say, I never imagined that I would one day be so glad of your return. Welcome, my friend, welcome. It is customary to report to one's commanding officer after completing a mission. Alright, Jesus. Hi, Emmerich. That you stand here now is proof of your mission's success. Praise be to Heloni. Alright. Hi. You're pretty. Who are you? I heard of a snowflake. What do you face there? I mean, I'm glad you're on our side. Aw, very sweet of you. What is it? I'm not in the habit of chattering while on duty unless you have pertinent business. Be gone. Alright. Alpha node is. Let's get the bird out of the way. There it is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the warrior flight would succeed? Yes! I think I speak for us all, and I say that I should like nothing more than hear the staring tail of victory, if you would be so kind. Gesture, gesture, yada yada yada. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. We always are, but not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Vulnstack to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Eric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. You do better. I, for one, cannot have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Aesop's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drummond, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's door. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the house from the caravan? Thus the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes, scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause on the scene. Ah, on an unrelated note, Vulnstack, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Aww. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. I trust you will not discuss the events which transpired at Snowcloak 2. The heretic is dead and the lords of high houses know of your deeds. That is what matters. you doing here? If our business here is concluded, we should attend to some American intercessory. Okay. What were you thinking, Vulnstack? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Ice Heart's lair, knowing full well that you could have sufficient warning to complete a ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat by the fury, Vulnstack, just the stuff of ballads, a battle of the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Ah. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. Bro. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. So Amaric wished to have words with your master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. You're so sweet. Pray go on ahead without me, Vulnstack. Another matter requires my attention, but I shall join you anon. Hello! Morning. So, like, replaying this, like, it's only just, like, I've only just remembered, like, how fucking cavalier everyone is about us risking life and limb for, to go through Shiva. Because I to go fight Shiva. Because I completely forgotten that, like, the whole, Ice Heart actually destroyed the others, the Aetherite on the other side. So we were doing some experimental thingamajig that involved the, like, making use of the remaining current to whatever, and then Moonraiders are all like, yeah, every time we've tried this before, they've never survived, but you know, this time it's sure to work because we got white Auracite, right? But you know, you might still die, but on the bright side, like, if the worst happens, your people won't suffer. And everyone's just like, yeah, unfortunately we don't have time to do anything. Like, unfortunately it's very risky, but you know, yeah, can't do much more. And no one even bothers to ask us whether or not we're willing to undertake the risk, right? And it's just like everyone's just kind of like, yeah, you know, like we'll always remember, like, this great risk that you're taking. We'll always remember, like, what you've done for us, and they're all just they're so fucking cavalier about the fact that we're gonna be risking life and limb on some experimental procedure just to go fight a primal. And then when we get back, like, Alphino has the nerve to go, oh, so we weren't able to prevent the summoning after all. And I was just like, fuck you. Like, Harshapon is literally the only person who kicks up a big fuss about us risking our lives. Even Emeric's just the most that Emeric does is send a very long flowery letter going like, yeah, you know, you're risking life where others would run, and you know we'll always remember blah blah blah. And I'm just like, no one asked. No one even asked. Everyone's all like, yeah, you might die. We're very nervous, but like, I will be praying for you. I'm like, I would have done it, but I would have liked to have been asked. Although I was willing to do it. Why did everyone just assume? So I shall show you in
冒険者との万神芝の討滅感謝する。君が英雄と呼ばれる真の理由を思い知ったよ。今回異端者が芝を召喚したことでイシュガルドは初めて直接的に万神の脅威にさらされた。君たちの対応の速さに救われたが、討滅が遅れれば甚大な被害が出ていたことだろう。
万神の脅威という意味では乱神ガルーダの存在はどうだったのです？イクサル族はクルザスにも進出してきているはずだ。
我ら神殿騎士団やフォルタン家の騎兵団など前線に出る者の間では戦で討つべしとの声は上がったよ。だが反して教皇庁は静観するという基本方針を固めた。グリダニアを敵視しているイクサル族よりも2つの要塞を陥落させコートに迫る状況であるドラゴン族をより大きな脅威と認識したのだろう。そういった意味では直接の危険が眼前に迫ったことで改めて万神の脅威を知ったのは我々にとっても幸運だった。これまで死闘を繰り広げてきた君たちに失礼な物言いであることは理解している。どうか許してもらいたい。しかし肌で恐怖を感じぬ限り人は考えを変えないもの。イシュガルドにとって万神芝の召喚は万神について考え直す契機となるだろう。
今回の例というわけではないが、今後も定期的にレブナンツトールに支援を続けることができるかもしれんぞ。アイメリク総長から教皇庁に直接掛け合っていただくことになったのでな。
イシュガルドにもゆとりがあるわけではない。できる範囲で物資の提供を約束しよう。
それはありがたい。開拓団の皆も喜びましょう。
先立って依頼した条件については破棄してくれて構わない。
いえ、源流ミドガルズ・オルムの監視はこのまま引き受けましょう。ドラゴン族が動きクルザスが戦火に包まれれば隣接するモードゥナにも影響しかねないのでね。
それはありがたい。感謝する。
しかし引っかかる部分もある。本気で源流が生きていると考えているのですか？
教皇庁内でも意見は割れている。私としても半信半疑だ。先の会談でも述べたようにあくまで万一の備えに過ぎない。
万一の備え。なるほど、そういうことでしたか。源流の生死によらずレブナンツトールの発展はイシュガルドにとって損にはならない。モードゥナに残留する帝国軍をはじめクルザス南方からの脅威の盾に使える。
アイメリク様は決して。
私が教皇庁直属の神殿騎士団の総長の座に就いたのはここ最近になってからだ。生まれの身分で人生が左右されるイシュガルドにおいて、大貴族ではない私がこの職に就くことは極めて異例でね。相応の対価を支払うことになった。だがそれもこれもイシュガルドの改革のためと歯を食いしばってきたからこそ、名門貴族と教皇庁の聖職者たちがレブナンツトールを盾にせよと言うなら、私はそれを利用して君たちを支援するまでだ。
それが政治というもの。
イシュガルドは1000年にわたるドラゴン族との戦いと第7霊祭によって疲弊している。私は異端者となる者が急増しているのも民の疲弊が原因の一つだと考えている。これはイシュガルドが抱える根源的な問題であり、扉を閉ざしていては改善は見込めない。イシュガルドを開国し他都市と協力してこそ霊祭復興、蛮神、帝国の脅威、そして異端問題に正面から取り組むことができる。そのためには教皇庁の改革が必要不可欠なのだ。我々の国は長い歴史を持つ。しかし若い世代には改革を望む者もいると君も覚えておいてほしい。
私たちの思いは同じということか。承知した、アイメリク卿。エオルゼアのためにお互いに尽力してまいりましょ
う。理解を感謝する、アルフィノ殿。この思いに向けて私がここまでやってこれたのは私個人の努力だけではなく、志を共にする多くの同胞がいてくれたからだ。今後のやり取りには彼女に出てもらうことも多くなるだろう。改めて紹介しよう。
神殿騎士団コマンドルキアという。自分もアイメリク総長と思いは同じ。イシュガルド、いやエオルゼアの未来を案じている。貴公らと手を取り合うことで双方の思いを実現できると信じている。それに過去の争いにこだわっていては未来は見えないからな。
ルキアについては私の命題と考えてくれていい。レブナンツトール開拓団への支援物資に関しても彼女が動いてくれている。イシュガルドの生まれではない異邦人だが、だからこそ信用できる存在だ。今後もよろしく頼みたい。そう、君たちに渡しておきたいものがある。オルシュファン卿。
はっ、ここに。
帝国軍の密偵についてここまで我々が調査していた情報だ。先にクリスタルブレイブから引き渡しを受けた商人を尋問し得た情報も加えてある。情報の漏洩、物資の横流しの記録など異端者とやり取りしていた証拠が一通り揃っている。そちらの調査にも有用だろう。どうか使ってほしい。
これは感謝します、アイメリク卿。
ガレマール帝国は我々の共通の敵だからね。
この先も双方のいい関係が続くよう私も努めていくとしよう。
Just wanna take a picture of that. I liked that whole conversation. It was very cool. Anyways. Is Emmerich still in there? He is. One tailors the tactics of the enemy, in our case, Dravanians. Primals will require a somewhat different approach. Yeah. The different approach being me. Because fucking no one else has the echo and can resist tempering. My knowledge of primals pales in comparison to your own. Nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding this particular summoning are unique. Nope. It would be most unfortunate if they were reproduced, I should think. Yeah, you don't say. For one with reason to celebrate, Alphinaud looks rather grim. Of course he does. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends of the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Isa's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach in combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine, then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come Vulnstack, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Perhaps part of that thing that you should have considered is that your idea of what counts as civilized peoples is flawed. If there is one thing that can be said for Sir Emmerich, is that he understands how dangerous knowledge can be in the wrong hands. We are but fortunate that this incident took place in so remote a location. The truth should not be too difficult to suppress, for now at least. Heretics, Dravanians, all only enemies. This is something beyond all imagination. Oh, yeah, okay. You said this line right. Anyways, back to more donuts. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the Highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. Yeah, we found that out. True, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their ability to enact reforms. There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. You don't say. Ah, forgive me, Vulnstack. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. So, they sent us! They sent us to risk our lives, and then they didn't even leave us with food! I am so offended right now. I don't think I bothered talking to Flamin the first time I played through this. Our stocks of wine have nearly run dry. That Charlian scholar is drinking us out of house and home. So offended. What you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. Hey. Hey, I just gotta say, you're pretty, you're alright. Oh boy. God damn it. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. You know, line 'em up. Charming. So charming. Calm yourself, couldn't it? It's just a little ship after practice. Clears out the cobwebs, no end. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, and all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Moonbreda is having quite the bad influence on you.
おかえりなさい。クルザスでは大変だったわね。ちょうどこれから情報を整理しようとしていたところなの。あなたからも状況を伝えてくれると嬉しいわ。ありがとう。ではみんなを呼びましょう。権限させた存在を人に憑依させるだなんて。
完全に未知の現象ね。これまでどんな文献にもルイゾア様が残した手記にもそのようなものは見当たらなかったわ。
ただ状況から察するにモーグリ族の王様と同様で公義に解釈した万神と呼んでいいように思える。
憑依型万神シバか。召喚者が意のままにその力を操れるのだとしたら、これまでの万神以上に危険な存在だ。
イゼルって人、万神を生身の体に憑依させておいて、それでも無事だったんでしょ。なんか超人とは思えないね。
彼女は本当に生身の人なのか、それとも万神を宿すに足る力が作られていたか。いずれにせよ氷の巫女が成したる神下ろしは未知の手法によるものに違いありません。となれば闇の使徒アシエンの介在を疑うのが道理。
ただあの時に観測したエーテルの流れはウリエンジェがよこしてくれていた資料と酷似していた。つまり手法はどうあれあんたらが戦ってきた万神と同じものってことさ。
そこに謎を解く手がかりがありそうね。
イダ、この後グリダニアに向かうぞ。伝承からの権限全王モグルモグ12世についてもう一度調べてみよう。
よし来た。私は氷の巫女の残した言葉も気になっているの。 聞いて感じて考えて。あなたも聞いたことがあるはずよ、星の意志ハイデリンの言葉を。あなたからの話を聞く限り、彼女は超える力を持っている可能性が高いわ。おそらくハイデリンとも開口している。いいえ、それだけじゃない。イゼルはあなたと同じ過去を見る能力を持っている。人とドラゴン族の争いの発端だという人が犯した罪、過去を見ることでそれを知ってしまった。だから万神を憑依させてまで何かをしようとしている。
同じく氷の巫女の言葉、始まりを知る源流とは、おそらく源流ミドガルズ・オルム。
その源流ミドガルズ・オルムが座すのは、銀類湖にそびえる木薬の塔。イッシュガルドからの監視依頼と一致するなんて。木薬の塔についてはアルフィノからの連絡もあり、すでに監視体制の準備を進めています。ドマの方にも手伝ってもらう予定よ。憑依型万神シヴァ、氷の巫女の残した言葉、そして源流ミドガルズ・オルム、どれも解明にはしばらく時間がかかりそうね。
Be right back. Just bio break. discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard's home. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Do you hear that? Commotion outside? Would you see if aught is miss? There seems to be some manner of commotion without. Pray see if aught is amiss. Right. Wait, sorry. I'm gonna need to do this. So, okay, so everyone's still there. They're all. Yeah, okay. So only new people. Vulnstack, it is well that you are in hand. We have a problem. Roy has escaped. It happened shortly after the mortal flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of a coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. To his plane, she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Roy quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castra Meridianum. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the first are hot upon Roy's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Of course. Alright. Camp Bluefog. The reason Royal. Thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roy walked through the camp, not a Bellico. Oh, not a Bellico. Aye, she walked right through. He did not miss you. We have Raban's decision to keep the matter secret. To thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Roy must not be allowed to reach Castra Meridianum. Very cool. Was that really necessary? I better be compensated for the additional exertion you caused. Right then. Solo duty. Any sign we must have her. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Men. Hidden bureaucracies pushing close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's-given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-bornish guardians must endure. So noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you're the only person ever to have seen. In case you have forgotten, Rabban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. This coming from you. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we have dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle lie, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. Fucking hypocrisy. How are we any different then? It is true that we were both mercenaries of the Lever. It is true that we both had our fair share of struggles. Whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshall, you sold your comrades. And life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. Oh my god, this coming with like hello Max. But enough talk, you will return to old database justice and the people whose trust you had dragged through the gutter. You missed my utter outrage over the whole Shiva thing. Because I'd forgotten the whole business with like the Aetherite and how she destroyed the other end of the Aetherite. And like how we only could go through because of like some experimental procedure involving white auracite that they'd never even tried before. And they were like, yeah, every time we've tried to do this thing, no one's ever come through alive on the other side. But you know, it'll be okay this time with white auracite. And then everyone's going like, and also, but like, you know, if the worst comes to worst, at least no one's gonna suffer. And everyone's just like, yeah, thank you for all you've done. We're very grateful to you for doing all this. And I'm just like, no one even bothered to ask whether or not we were willing to take on this risk. Everyone's like just fucking cavalier about the fact that like, yeah, of course we're gonna be willing to risk our lives to go through this Aetherite on this experimental procedure that no one's ever tried successfully done before. And then when we come through on the other side, like we get back to frickin' Mordona, and then what happens? What happens? Like you have Flamin going, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I prepared enough food, but everyone ate all the food. And I'm just like, you guys sent me to risk my life to fight a primal, and then you didn't even leave us food. And then Alphino had the nerve to go like, yeah, when we reported back, he was like, oh, so we didn't manage to prevent the summoning after all. I'm just like, screw you. I'm so offended about this. I joined the Crystal Bridge that I might strike a blow against the Empire. Those who cast a lot with God knowledge should expect a better treat. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that the sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Ravan chose his.
話は聞いている。まったく面倒なことをしてくれた。いや、そちらへの影響はなかろう。それよりも問題なのはラウバーンだ。これを機に何をしでかすかわからん。同人団に不滅体を張らせるよう指示しておけ。ああ、七も陛下の方はこちらで何とかする。へえ。東アルデナード商会の貿易路を一つ潰せ。それでロロリとはしばらく動けんはずだ。七も陛下か。あの方には最後まで女王でいてもらわねば困るからな。
cares? Like Roy, I once made my way as a mercenary, and like her, I did more than a few things I'm not proud of. Just a few things? Just a few? But never once did I betray my own. There are debts to which a man should not sink. Alphino would ask another favor of you. Oh, just one more? Captain Ilverd and I have a few questions to the Slave Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Raban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. Ah, but I one last... But I one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones, and apprise Minvilia of all that has happened. I'm aware the antecedent held Roy in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Just the one more thing. Saying anything different? Nope. Nope.
お疲れ様。アルフィノから軽く報告を受けたわ。まさかエリヌ・ロアユ大統将が帝国軍の密偵だったなんて。彼女とはラウバーン局長と共に暁結成の際にも共同してもらっていたの。蛮族蛮神問題解決のためにとても熱心だった。私はあの時の彼女の笑顔が忘れられない。もしかしたらあれが彼女の本心だったんじゃないか。報告を聞いた今でもそう思うわ。ダメね、気持ちを入れ替えないと。足炎対策についてあなたに報告することがあります。みんなを呼んで情報を共有しましょう。みんな揃ったかしら。ムーンブリダさん、お願いします。
了解。私が持ってきた白成績。これはエーテルと化したアシエンの魂を封じるものだ。この魔器が莫大なエーテルを吸収できることは蛮神芝との戦いに際して証明された。ただしエーテルを保持できるのは短期間だけ。アシエンを封じると言っても一時的に閉じ込めるのが精一杯だ。
白成績の限界に加えアシエンの未知なる力にも警戒を。仮に封じ得たとしても。
そう。つまり捕らえた直後に消滅させなくてはならないのさ。
エーテル体となりしアシエンの魂、これを消し去る手法となれば理論上の答えは一つ。純粋なるエーテルの刃にて追消滅させるより道はなし。
だけどアシエンの魂の質量とも言うべきエーテルの総量がわからない限り、その消滅に必要な刃の高度、エーテル密度の予測が立てられない。
唯一の手がかり、それはかつてアシエンと対峙したあなたの事例のみ。
魔導城プラエトリウムでの戦い。あなたはハイデリンの導きを受け、光の武器、おそらくは 星の意志による巨大なエーテルの刃を用いてアシエン・ラハブレアを退けた、そう言っていたわね。結局アシエン・ラハブレアは闇のクリスタルを介して狭間に逃げたわけだけれど、少なくともその時ハイデリンは光の武器をアシエンを倒す力としてあなたに与えていたことになるわ。でもあれはハイデリンの導きにより使えたもの、自らの意志で自由に制御できる性質のものではないはず。超える力と同じようにね。
最低限その時と同じ規模のエーテルの刃を不確定要素なく自らの意志で操れなければアシエンの完全消滅は成し遂げられないということ。
だけどそれを人工的に起こすとなった場合は途方もないエネルギーが必要となるか。
この白星石を2つ用意して一方に私たちのエーテルを閉じ込めておくってのは。
いいだ、言ったろ。この魔器にはエーテルの長時間保存はできない。どうしてもその場でエーテルを作る必要があるのさ。
つまりアシエンを白星石に閉じ込めた時、都合よく光の武器を使えるのか。この点に課題が残る状況ってことだな。
もっと情報を集めなければね。
私はしばらくここに残って白星石の調整を行うつもりさ。なあ、ウリエンジェは砂の家ってところにいるんだろ。どうせ一緒にやらなきゃいけないんだ。せっかくだしあんたも来なよ。
私は砂の家の執務長。戻るのが筋というもの。それにあの地は宿命と知識が交差する場所になれば長きにわたり離れるわけにはいきません。
なんだよ、釣れないな。いいよ、だったらこっちから通ってやる。
あなたが出ている間にバルデシオン委員会の件でシャーレアン本国から連絡があったの。消滅したというバル島があった海域に本国の調査船が赴いたそうよ。でもそこに破壊の痕跡はなかった。最初からバル島など存在しなかったかのように、ただ無だけが残されていた。
これが何を意味するのか引き続き調査中のようですが、ただ気になるのは時を同じくしてバル島以外の場所にいた研究員も姿を消している点。
彼らはいずれもバルデシオン院長と共に太古より伝わる次元悪界という現象の研究をしていた。
アルテマ級の魔法波を残し島一つを消すなんてことアシエン以外にできるとは思えないけど、それ以上の何かを感じるの。もしかしたらこれが彼らの言う絶対の神と呼ぶ存在の力かもしれない。せめて友人の意識が戻れば話も聞けるのでしょうけど。
第7零祭の直後、帝国の将ガイウス率いる帝国第14軍団は鮮やかな手際でエオルゼアの要衝を抑えた。その手引きをしたのがエリヌ・ロワユだったとは。今にして思えば北ザナラーンの干渉地を維持できたのも 彼女の存在によるものだったのかもしれんな。だが彼女が接触を図っていたのはガイウスではなく、さらにその上だった節がある。つまり帝国本国だ。ガレマール帝国の初代皇帝ソルゾス・ガルバスは一度はメテオ計画によりエオルゼアを焦土と化すことを承認した。それはおそらくエオルゼアで始まった神殺しを北州や東州に拡大させぬように、蛮神に汚染された者たちを抹殺するためだった。
しかし霊祭を境にして方針が変わった。ガイウスがアルテマ・ウェポンという切り札を手にしたことで蛮神を抑えることができると踏んだこともあろう。だがその根底にはエオルゼアを植民地支配し富を奪うという旨味があったからに他ならない。
そう考えればガイウスのエオルゼア再侵攻を認めながら全面衝突を控えるように押しとどめていた点も理にかなっているか。
エオルゼアの民が堅くなに反発し、仮に蛮神の召喚を乱発すれば、当然ながらエーテルは枯渇して土地は死に命は絶える。そんな死の大地を手にしたところで利得はないからね。
エリヌ・ロアイの情報をもとにガイウスの動きを抑え均衡を保とうとしていたのは誰か。第14軍団に対して命令する権限があったのは病床に伏していた初代皇帝を除けばただ一人。全軍団を統括する大将軍。確か当時その座についていたのは今や2代目皇帝となったバリス・ゾス・ガルバス。こいつが彼女の雇い主か。それにエリヌ・ロアイはエオルゼアの情報を帝国に流していただけでなく、帝国からの情報も利用していたようだ。双方の情報をうまく使いエオルゼア側の均衡も保っていた。戦争が長引けば金が動く。これで彼女のこちら側の雇い主が想像できよう。二重長者だったということか。くそ。ガイウス亡き後も彼女が第14軍団と接触を続けていたのはもともとガイウスが雇っていたわけではなかったというわけさ。
ただしわからなかったことが一つある。イシュガルドの異端者に情報を流した理由だ。異端者が蛮神絡みであった以上、帝国が目指す蛮神討滅という国是に反することになる。この件にはどこの意志が働いたのか、この先の追及で明らかにしなければならない。
やれやれ。腹心を失った上にさらに尋問を繰り返さねばならんとはな。気がめいる。だが必要なことだ。黒幕を突き止めない限り第二の写本師が現れるだけだからな。分かっている。彼女に近い者はすでに拘束してある。これから彼女も含め話を聞くことになるだろう。
局長、彼女の協力者の中には無実の者もいるはず。
うん。厳正な審査の上対応しよう。
それを聞いて安心したよ。エオルゼアのためとはいえ味方を疑う仕事で心がすさんでいたのでね。では失礼する。
敗は結局この何年か奴らに踊らされていたということか。エリヌ・ロワイユの裏切りには憤りを覚える。確かに彼女の未熟さがそれを招いたのかもしれん。だが為政者でありながらその境遇を利用して国民のためではなく己の利益のためだけに彼女を使ったことは許されざる行為だ。聞いておるのだろう、共和派のネズミよ。貴様らの所業は決して許すことはできない。いつの日か貴様らを排除し、このウルダハを正しき道に導く。
It's just like standing there yelling at what looks like an empty room.
今日はこのまま休んでよい。ご苦労だった。
承知いたしました。それでは失礼いたします。
この部屋もいつまで禁閉でいられるか。
そこまで迫った状況なのですか？
先のフロンティア計画の一件以来、サカツ州はロロリト派に代わりテレジアデレジ派が台頭している。問題解決に臨む応答派とは裏腹に己の利益を優先するサカツ州ら共和派。その共和派ですら分裂し内紛となっているのが現状じゃ。こんなことでいがみ合っている場合ではないというのに。
ならばいっそ女王の権限としてサカツ州を解体することはできないのですか？
商人たちの代表を兼ねるサカツ州の一方的な解体は彼らに限らず今のウルダ派を作った他の商人らの戦場を逆でることになる。そうなればウルダ派を取り巻く状況はさらに悪化しよう。商人に限らず市民も難民もウルダ派の民全てが幸福を求めている。祭りごとを担う者としてそれに応えなければならない以上、今は迂闊に敵を増やす時ではないのじゃ。ロロリトにしてみれば現状を見ていない夢物語なのかもしれんがな。
国の柱たる民と礎たる為政者の思想の相違、お互いの立場が違う以上ある程度は仕方のないことですが、同じ為政者の中でのそれは溝が深まるほどその上で生きる民が煽りを食う。しかも大衆はまるで国民を見ようとしていない。これではいくら七母陛下が尽力されても国をまとめるなど。
それに加え不滅隊の中で長きにわたり密偵を飼っていたという事実。領土を拡大し細部まで目が行き届かない帝国ならまだしも、多くの傭兵を受け入れているとはいえ限られた中での不祥事は共和派に増長を許すだけか。
ガレマール帝国の脅威が迫ろうとしている今、早々にエオルゼアを一つにまとめなければならない。そのためにまずは各々の国の意志を統一せねばならないというのに、何か手段はないのでしょうか。
ウルダ派の宝は金銀でも宝石でもあらぬ民じゃ。その民の意志が一部の不者に歪められてはならぬこと。 共和派の連中も商人たちの自治を大義名分として歌っているが、結局は奴らの思うがままに国を動かしたいだけに過ぎぬ。これは真の共和にあらず。民のための祭りごとは民のために行わなければならない。つまり解体すべきはサカツ州ではないのだ。
七も陛下、まさか。
そのために貴公らを呼んだ。わらわが公言することでウルダ派は大きく揺れよう。後の混乱をラウバーンと協力し平定してもらいたい。ウル王朝最後の王として恥を忍んで貴公らに頼みがある。このウルダ派を、ウルダ派の宝をどうか守ってやってほしい。
七も陛下では。
そう、解体すべきは国家そのもの。しかるべき折にウル王朝の幕を下ろし共和制に移行するつもりじゃ。これによって王党派も共和派も解散する。ウルダ派は王のものでも豪商のものでもなく民のものとして生まれ変わる。すまんな、ラウバーン。お前の忠義を裏切る形になる。だが今わらわにできることはこれしかないのじゃ。許してくれ。
Yeah, no, I've been playing quite a lot on Vulnstack for the past 3 days or so, 3-4 days. Yeah, like I was going to be playing FF14 Rebirth, and then I got really motion sick. And then so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna switch over to Vulnstack. And then I got caught up again on Vulnstack because I'm just like, man, I want to power through the patches and get myself into Heaven's Word. Like, I'd actually left Vulnstack at the end of base AR for quite a while, and then started FF7. Then there was a long break where work sucked, and went back to FF7. But by the time I did, yeah, I get very motion sick with action games. Or really just any kind of game where the camera is this close to the character. And where I can't zoom out super far, because like, yeah, even things like Mass Effect 2 makes me very very sick within the hour. And the thing is, I can build up resistance to it. Like, the longer I play, the less prone to it I get. But yeah, for the first few gameplay sessions, it really sucks. I get super motion sick. Yeah. So yeah, like, I'd built up that resistance, and I took that long break because work sucked, and then after I went back to it, and I was just, and then my resistance is all gone, and I'm just like, well, I feel motion sick again. And so I decided to play Vulnstack, and then I got caught up in like, oh, okay, hey, it's the patches, I want to finish this. So I've just been saying a lot of, but yeah, Eureka, yeah, I mean, I didn't even really like Boja to begin with. I would go into Boja because, well, I wanted to make all my relics and shit, and also, like, you know, at the time, everyone was in there, so, like, it's a nice excuse to hang out with friends, but I never really enjoyed Boja itself. And Eureka just sounds even less fun because of the whole, like, yeah, you can't party out with people who are that much higher level than you and blah blah blah. Yeah. So I just never felt the urge to go into Eureka. Anyways. Minfilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. All of them. Most eager to address the Asian threat, however, we do not neglect blah blah blah. Saint Shiva will not be the last primal face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Science need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems, however, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Vulnstack, in particular, is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of the highest-ranking officers was a Guardian agent. Suffice it to say, Telegy, Adelegy, and his Muntar's ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raba needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. Oh, and I can? And so for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best, if I were to remain in Ulda, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, although I'm not familiar with the details. Riange is poring over his tomes of the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Whilst the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Vulnstack, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his Braves with theirs. It would do much good to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's report. He's proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Uldan riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. I like Riol. Riol's a cool guy. Ooh. Like, y'all know that, what's it? Colin Ryan, the VA for, the English VA for Alphino, has started playing this game, right? The last I checked, he seems to only be doing one stream per week, usually on Monday nights. And yeah, like the last I checked, he stopped like right before touring all the 3 cities to listen to the speeches and then picking a grand company nonsense. Which means that he is approaching the time when Alphino first appears on screen. Like, other than that initial carriage ride where the twins are doing nothing but, like, sleeping. I'm really looking forward to just watching the English voice actor of Alphino read out Alphino's lines. He's been like doing voices as he plays. He's just been reading out every bit of dialogue that is not part of a voice cutscene, and just putting on all kinds of random accents. So I'm looking forward to like the time when like finally Alphino actually appears on screen and he gets to read out all Alphino's lines. Although it's gonna be a bit weird, given that like the voice cutscenes at this point it was still the ARR cast, so which was not called in. So it's gonna be a bit weird, like anytime they swap from ARR Alphano to Colin Alphano. Yeah. Amanda Aiken, the singer of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Flow, also plays, and yeah, she just hit the vault earlier today. Yeah. She got misty-eyed when they went to break the news. Yeah. Yeah, she got misty-eyed when they went to break the news to Camp Photon, but she did not break down crying. we were all like, is she gonna cry? Is she gonna cry? Nope, she did not. For her, I am looking forward to the point where, yeah, Tomorrow and Tomorrow does play in game at some point, right? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the point where she hits that. Cause I think it'd be pretty cool to actually like see her listen to her own singing in game. But oh god, Yokai Watch. I looked at the breakdown for Yokai Watch and I'm just like, this looks like too much effort for a bunch of minions that frankly I'm not even that fond of the look of. Yeah. And never mind the weapons, like yeah, the weapons I'm even less enthused by. I'm just like, yeah, this is too much work. Base, yeah. Yeah, Amanda Aiken doesn't sing anything before... Oh, yeah. Amanda Aiken doesn't sing anything before as Shadowbringers, right? Does she? She sings. So. Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, so we'll be waiting a long while before we get to see her like encounter her own voice in game. Many MSQ. I remember you talking about this friend of yours. How's that going? Is he still at it? Hello, Vulnstack. Are you sleeping well? You must be absolutely exhausted from saving the realm on a daily basis. Thank you! I'm glad someone thought to ask! Well, you fuckers couldn't even be bothered to save me food! Ever since Moonbreeder arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with excited energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. I'm unfamiliar with the dishes of the land to the north. Perhaps once Moonbreeder has concluded her current research, she might deign to share with me a culinary knowledge. Moonbreeder has charged us with acquiring some rather esoteric manuscripts, but I'm afraid the task is proving to be nigh impossible. When the study of learning was abandoned, a great many tomes were scattered and lost. How smoothly our research might proceed were we able to peruse the archives of yesteryear. Okay. Hiya. We needed a rare ore to modify the white aurosite, and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful, old and important merchant. Of course you are. I'm a reader. These two have been telling me stories about the corrupted crystal formations that appeared following the calamity. I'll need more data before I can draw a conclusion, but I'm intrigued by the potential of their untapped energies. We were but stripling adventurers the night we saw fire rain from the sky and a pillar of light scorch the heavens. What a sight that was, eh, Gultany? Hori and I were in eastern Thanalan where the colossal shards of Dalamud pierced the ground. We stood witness to the subsequent explosion of ether and watched dumbfounded as the swirling energies solidified into those twisted crystal structures that we now know so well. What? I think that's all the new lines there is. Dr. Alphino. Is everything in order, Vulnstack? Are you ready to attend us? Yes. Pleasure as always, Vulnstack. You will be escorting the commander to Ulta. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries about the source of the weapons, what found their way into refugees' hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting, clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what got caught an arrow while talking to Vulnstack, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect the goods, savvy? Seeing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands might be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Vulnstack? I don't know, man. Then it's settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you excuse me, I must leave for Ulda. I expect good tidings. Aha. Don't keep Captain Ilbert waiting for you too long, mate. He might have to start without you. Right. Let's see. Okay, so, the road that now disbanded FC to try and clear Mughal. That was my first figure with them into endgame. They cleared about 8 months later. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if Mughal took this while, I'm not gonna be around when you do it on nail. Oh my god. Yeah, I got dropped into Mughal Extreme via Mentos Roulette the other day. Yeah. Kyoka got to watch that attempt because I was streaming. It did not go well. I gave it a good try, and then after that, 2 people left, and I decided, you know what, I'm leaving along with you guys. Yeah, it was not happening. For a while there, I just kept getting the same extremes over and over. It was just Shiva, Garuda, Shiva, Shiva Garuda, the very occasional Ramu. All of a sudden, I'm getting all kinds of extremes that, like, yeah, for the first time, I'm getting Ifrit, I'm getting Leviathan, I am getting the Great Hunt extreme, and getting more Ramus, getting freaking Good King Mogamog. I'm just waiting for the time I get dropped in fucking Nidhogg because Papayah's gotten dropped in Nidhogg. Papayah's also gotten dropped into Sophia X. Which, okay, if I get dropped into Sophia X, I think I might, that might actually be the first one that I just leave outright, because, just cause like, I don't know how to do Sophia X. I keep forgetting like which side is gonna get tilted and which side to run to. I don't get the long knockback versus short knockback nonsense. I can't. That was a dying gasp. I don't think anyone's gotten freaking dying gasp. Yeah, no. Oh, you did? Oh my god, why? Holy fuck. Oh yeah, no, I think you mentioned this. Yeah, okay. No, but that is absolutely fair. Hades X is hard, and yeah, I wouldn't want, no. But yeah, apparently people do in fact queue for fucking Nidhogg at the very least, because Papaya has gotten dropped into Nidhogg not once but twice. Just like, why? Vulnstack, my scouts have been keeping close eye on the Black Market here, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he's hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath the man of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched him. The powerful men never have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely on you without hesitation. Such a nice guy. Oh yeah. No, I'm absolutely certain that there have been some Stormblood X's that have been popping. Make for the burning ball without delay and secure those weapons. This unit will ensure that clients do not escape quickly all the time. In fairness, most of what we get in Mentos Roulette is freaking guild tests. Oh, what? And I mean, not gonna lie, like doing the exoscan, ARR exoscan will occasionally be kind of fun. Just cause chaos. But it's also like, especially for the ARR ones, right? Like a lot of it you can just sort of brute force down these days. But if the tanks and healers are new and they don't listen, it's just foolish. Just don't even bother. Especially the tanks. Like the ARR extremes are so tank heavy. Like if your tanks don't know what the shit they're doing and they're not willing to learn, it's just don't even bother trying. Especially things like Ramu. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I've planned. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, if you have a pair of tanks who know what they're doing, or they are at least willing to learn, and it's kind of fun. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you should never come here. Alright. Popping out one by one. That marketeer bodyguard hit. Now what? And mind you, I would rather do Shiva Extreme than do like the 5th freaking level 10 guild has in a row because someone's comp farming. Just like, why? Just play the fucking game properly. And it's like, if they're comp farming, they're always doing it on a tank or healer because they know that many people have, they just instinctively comp the tank or healer. And it's like, if you've got a level tank or healer, just play the game normally, you'll get the comps! I had the necessary 1,500 comps by the time I hit my second year. It wasn't even the end of my second year, it was like less than that. Right? I make it a point to just never comp people in killers. Like, I out of principle. Grog. Grog. Like anytime I never do that cost me to guild as out of principle never come. Oh, Ilbet has murdered someone. This is blindness. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked. This is the result. I'm sure it was your subordinates. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn it all, the golden opportunity, wasted. For the clients, though we know not how, they slip past the perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white soul souls. With that we have enlisted the aid of mortal flames and brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. Well, at the very least we have secured the weapons. But yeah, it's so annoying to get freaking 5 under the armor level 10 guild hests in a row, back to back. Like, what is wrong with you? Once I had someone repeatedly queuing into guild hests, and not only were they repeatedly queuing for guild hests, they were just standing at the entrance and not doing anything. Like literally, they didn't even move in to hit the boss. They were just standing there. Not even autoing. Not even casting a thing. I'm just like, if you're going to try and farm comps in the laziest possible way, please at least not be totally useless. I called them out. I did call them out. I was just like, look, if you're gonna repeatedly queue for, I just typed into chat, yo, insert name here. if you're gonna repeatedly queue into guild hests to farm comms, at least like don't just stand at the entrance not doing anything and be completely useless. And then the other DPS went, oh my god. Yeah. Ilver would like nothing more than to have this incident forgotten. I'm sure he would. I will join the first in their hunt for Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape the Black Shroud. Meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ulta in my stead. Entrust them to the thirds, Yu Hase. He will take care of the rest. I don't think it's a good idea to entrust anything to Yu Hase, but pray take the black marketers, the weapons in that crate and get the whatever. Didn't say anything. Didn't do anything either. Literally just continued to stand there. I'm sure they don't care. They can just like queue into another one. And no, I'm not. So it's just like, yeah. Alright, where's this little fucker? Yeah. Look, it's my firm belief that people who can't even get the comms the normal way and who have to resort to comm farming are the exact people that we don't want as mentors. Because like, look, I wasn't even trying, I didn't even try to get comms, man. I was just playing normally and I got my requisite comms by just playing. So if you can't even and I don't even like doing roulettes. For a big part of my leveling process, I was kinda shy about queuing for leveling roulette because I'd be like, man, I did a lot of these dungeons once and never did them again. I have no idea how to remember. I have no recollection of how to tank any of these things, and so like I avoided roulettes for a really long time. So I wasn't even trying particularly hard, and I got my 1,500 comms without even trying. And a fair number of them actually came on DPS too. Like it's not even because I'm a tank main. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a big chunk did come because I'm a tank, but like. I got a lot of them from leveling all my DPS as well. I'm just like, I don't really say much, so it's not because people find me funny. So I'm like, if I can get my comms just playing normally without even trying, like. Did you hear, my friend? I've received my first official assignment as a full-fledged member of the Crystal Braves. Oh, Wilred. He's the one guy I feel really bad about. Just like, he's trying. He tried to turn over a new leaf. And what did that get him? You got him killed. You're about to die. I'm sorry, my friend. I can't save you. Why, Vulnstack? This is a surprise! Resh wished for me to thank you for helping us to rescue her from Castrum Sentry. How fortunate that we could meet again so soon. Yeah. And like I like on the other side of the scale, like I con DPS quite a lot. So I mean, I con DPS as long as they're not useless. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Karthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? I have to give you a bunch of weapons that I really shouldn't be giving you. hell of the contest. I mean, not gonna lie. It's really funny when like whenever I'm playing on something like freaking Summoner or whatever, and I don't say a single word during the duty, other than, you know, that little wavy emote. My glam is not particularly interesting because it's just the basic artifact, Summoner artifact here. And yeah, or I'm like off tank and I didn't even do anything. I wasn't the main tank. I didn't do anything. And then I end up getting a calm. And I'm just like, you guys were running the illegal forbidden abacus, huh? Especially on DPS, when it's really funny, like when I get a conk, because you know that like when I don't have an interesting glam, I haven't said anything interesting. I'm also not on Dancer, because people will actually calm you on Dancer because they're like, hey, I got dance partner. Yeah, so I'm not on Dancer. So it's always really funny when I'm not on a melee. It's really funny when I get a calm under those conditions, because you know that whoever calmed did it because they saw that I was at the top of the DPS. There's like little forbidden abacus alert. Anyways. So... this cannot be anything. Riol stated with confidence of a far greater quantity of weapons. Blatant falsehood. Clearly Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating. Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those guardians up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. There is no further need of us, then I shall take my unit. Time for 4 to earn a keep. Excellent work as always. And then Riol wants a secret word. A word, if it please you. Not here, look for me at the Sapphire Avenue exchange. No need for whistling this time. Alright. I don't think, I mean, we're definitely not the first to come up with it. Like, other people, I've seen other people call it that before, but, I did, come up with it myself as well. Partly because, I mean, it starts with the letter A. At one point, I called it the abacus calculator thing, the magical abacus calculator thing. Thanks for indulging me. Request few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you and the captain interrupt the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. Waves hands around. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself? Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. Your instincts are sharp. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's book, so I had to follow the transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the raids were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from bronze swords or benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the Chinese new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you letting me in here. Right then, best get back to it. Vulnstack, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Okay. Now what? Lines? Nope. Okay. Thank you for coming so quickly, Vulnstack. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady by all indications. Tataru seems eager to escort you to Solar. Our guest is with the antecedent in Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Lukia? Unexpected tidings from the north, borne by Lord Commander II. What manner of wind bloweth this day? At this point, it would be more unnerving if he spoke plainly. This is no time for idle chatter. Alright. Hey, Lydia. Good of you to join us. We have much to discuss. What up?
お帰りなさい。イッシュガルドからあなたにお客様よ。彼女、ルキアさんとは面識があるそうね。ちょうど今紹介を受けたところなの。
突然の訪問となってすまない。アルフィノ殿も任務に出ているそうだな。だが貴公が戻ってくれてよかった。万神芝を退けた貴公の実力を見込んでアイメリク様からの急ぎの依頼を届けに来たのだ。
こっちはちょうど例の研究が山場で手が離せなかったからね。急いでタタルに呼んでもらったってわけさ。
それでどういった要件なのかしら。
実は昨晩クルザスのアドネール先生代よりイシュガルド教皇庁に対し緊急警告が発せられた。流星の異常な輝きを観測したとな。流星とは北天に輝く星の一つ。ドラゴン族の中でも上位の存在が一族に対する号令竜の方向を発した時に輝きを増すと言われている。前回流星の異常発光が観測されたのは15年前。銀類湖上空船の折源竜ミドガルゾールムが数百年ぶりに姿を現す直前だった。
竜王を叫びて北天に強制輝きし時赤き鎧まといし者現れ世界を焼き尽くさん。
詳しいな。それはクルザス西部に伝わる伝承の一節だ。もっともあの一帯は人の住む地ではなくなってしまったが、ここからが本題だ。教皇庁は昨晩の竜の方向を発したのが源竜ミドガルゾールムではないかと疑っている。
すべてのドラゴン族の始祖原初の竜たる源竜ミドガルズオールム。15年前ガイウス率いる大艦隊と交戦せし源竜は機関アグリウスを銀類湖に沈めるも相打ちてムクロとならん。
ええ、それ以来源流の生命反応は確認されていなかったはず。タタルさん、木薬の塔を監視しているドマの人たちから何か報告は入っているかし
ら。そもそも星の見え方に影響するほどの方向ならレブナンツトールにいても聞こえそうなもんだがな。
いや、竜の方向とは声ならざる声なのだ。ドラゴン族は我らと異なり、音に頼ることなく精神的な干渉波で意思を疎通する。実際に竜の方向が発せられたか否かを知るには、直接源流の状況を確かめるしかない。機構に依頼したいのは木薬の塔の調査、源流ミドガルゾールムの生死を調べることなのだ。神殿騎士を国外へ派兵するには手続きに時間がかかりすぎる。どうか機構の力を貸してはくれないか。恩に着る。こちらはアイメディク様に連絡し、最悪の事態に備えよう。
最悪の事態？
竜の方向は一族への大号令。あれは奴らにとって大規模な進軍開始の合図なのだ。
Okay. Yeah, I remember this one, like, intriguing me at the time when I first played it. I don't think they ever answered it because they're like, wait, okay, forgive me if I state all what you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Oriandre stated, what we now call the Key of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrios, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius Van Belsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. Jesus. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Maegard Sama, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Guardian airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's Ruinian engines failed and it tumbled in the lake below. Yet this victory came at great cost, for the explosion followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters. Yet a remnant lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of the fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the keep of the lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you with it. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. See, the way that she told the story is like, hey, Midgard's army came to help us out. And yet our instinctive reaction is like, yeah, this is dangerous. Because they're like, oh, okay, that day he came to Eorzea's aid. The Guardians were trying to subjugate Eorzea. And then Midi came in like roasted them for us. And even sacrificed himself. Why are we upset about him waking up again? Screw the Ishgardians. But also, this bit was intrigued me at the time, where they were like, roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. Okay, like what? So, if roar is a figure of speech, like what exactly was Midi doing? Crooning? Telepathically conversing across to, like, just magically implanting his words into into all of his children and grandchildren's brains? What's going on here? It's like when a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. So, if roar is a figure of speech, what are they doing? Yeah. But it's not just mind-to-mind communication, right? Like, if we're like, okay, when a great worm roars, his brethren cannot help but answer. So, basically, he's not just got mind-to-mind direct communication. He's got mind to, like, masses communication. Midgard's armor was once how dragons kind of communicate via song, but also, yeah, see, like, I'm just like, what are they doing? Midgard's armor was once worshipped as the guardian deity of Silver Tier Falls, yet there he is lain for 15 years. Before I depart, I must needs speak with an antecedent in private, if you would be so kind. Why? What are you saying to me, Ophelia? Oh god, if that charred monstrosity actually returned to life, I don't know what I would do. That Lady Knife from Ishgard cuts quite a gallant figure, doesn't she? Considering the sudden arrival of foreign envoys and the like, preparing suitable meals at Rising Stones can prove to be an interesting challenge. We were able to locate those elusive manuscripts in the archives of the Thaumaturge's Guild. I had not spoken much with the new guildmasters, but thankfully they were quite willing to accommodate us in our search. Though it may seem tedious when compared with the smiting of terrible foes, poring over crumbling scrolls is one of the science's most important duties. Without illumination of knowledge, we but vainly flail at specters in the dark. I traveled to Ulda to meet with Thancred's friend, the one who promised us that rare ore, and she began cursing me with words I've only ever heard from the mouths of pirates. I still have no idea what she was so angry about. In hindsight, mayhap sending a lady in my stead was not the wisest of decisions. Pray ignore my ramblings. You don't say. I'm pushing ahead with my research as quickly as I dare. The next time you face an Ascian, I would have you fight with proper weapon in hand. Thank you. I must confess, the relationship between those crystal formations and the destruction of Ascians quite escapes me. That's okay. Professor Lambert Haint has published a thorough study on corrupted crystals and their properties. I highly recommend you procure yourself a copy of his work. Lol. To get through the rest of the patch today and like hopefully enter the Heavensward, but it's not happening. This is only like 2.5, not even 2.55. Sad. I've forgotten just how many cutscenes there were in 2.5. Like they really ramped up the number of cutscenes here. And spoken cutscenes too. these people. Where are you fuckers? Oh. Oh, there you are. Right. Fine. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Soul about the Guardians. Of late, I've seen small airships, like from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake, though I cannot say for certain at this distance. I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Yeah. Castrum supply lines have been cut off for some time, and I wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So true then, the Guardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Yeah. Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage and the aforementioned Guardians won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades at the base of Argeus and climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. The boat is yours for taking, though I wouldn't make the journey without a few friends at my side, as those Guardians won't hesitate to attack you. I got dropped into this by Mentor's Roulette the other day. It's fucking boring now, after the rework. My old Marauder Conjurer Thaumaturge friends. Hi, Mitty. Go get your job stones, damn it. Oh, can't go anywhere? Wait, okay. That's fair. Man, Murata doesn't even have home gang. rescue forward. Oh wait, no, that's the boss arena. Never mind, we are not going there yet. Why? How did my funnel even get landed there? What the fuck? Oh wait, no, I forgot that the funnel's on me, not target. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Please just give me the fucking combo that lets me refresh buff already. I'm fairly sure we killed that faster than my duty roulette run when I got dropped into this on Mentos. This fight is also really boring. I think the most interesting one is the first boss. Get back here.
我が不死道を犯すのは何者か。我が眠りを妨げるのは何者か。
Waketh me from slumber, sweet.
無知なる者わきまえるがよい。我こそはミドガルズ・オルム、原初の竜なるぞ。
Hello. Hi, Minnie. Okay, I'm just gonna like scroll back and look at the Scion lines, just because some of them can get quite snarky. The scaffolding seems sturdy enough. What would we find in here, I wonder? Nothing we cannot handle, surely. Something tells me there are more nearby. I dare not ask how they learned to use explosives like that. Thankfully, their aim was poor. There's no turning back now. I like not the looks of that inductor. Best we get rid of it. Leave it to me. But I certainly wasn't expecting a gun trip. Somewhat may you'll not want for succor. You're a conjurer. You're the wrong healer for succor. You don't have succor. I thought it would prove more of a challenge than that. Oh, did I burn it down too quickly for your liking? Snarky. Bah, another aerial assault. I almost there. I fear my legs may give out soon. Cute. Up to my name. should our enemy be a great where we must call them. Come, then thou shalt be weighed in the balance. Into thee I place my spirit, rise my child and join in the chorus, and bid thee rise my child and join in the chorus once more. How bold thy defiance. Right. How can we be mortal and thou shalt know I am the Lord? Hehehe, so thou art gifted. It's just okay. But yeah, I'm quite sad that they I don't know, I feel like the rework to make Arts of a Fight is now kind of boring. I feel like it used to be a lot more interesting last time. Back when like there was the whole like, oh, you gotta tank one ad close and one ad far and whatever nonsense.
ほう、汝も超える力を持つか。現体ごときではかなわぬのも道理よ。しからば我と引き合わせたのもハイデリンの意志か。とう、汝はなぜここへ参った。
Hi, Grandpa Mitty.
確かに北天の星を燃やすは我が一族の高き方向。進軍を告げる時の声だ。一族が向かうはイシュガルド。恐れを忘れ罪を犯した人の住か。これは報復よ。イシュガルドの民は己が罪から目を背けた。その罪こそが尽きることない戦の火種。そればかりか、あの者どもは今再び罪を犯そうとしておる。故に我が一族は方向を轟かせたのであろう。進軍を止めろとこうか。超える力を宿せど所詮は人よ。それは叶わぬ願いであろう。我は先の方向に応えまどろみから目覚めたに過ぎぬ。方向を上げたるは我にあらず。我が七の子のいずれかよ。イシュガルドの民が己が罪を悔い改めぬというのに、なぜ我が子とその眷属に報復を止めよと命じられよう。かの地が焦土と化し民が死に絶えようとも因果応報に過ぎぬ。その光の加護か。ハイデリンめ、超える力を持つ者にさらなる力を与えようとは。まさか得意のものなのか。星よ、この者に力を貸せと我に願うのか。よかろう。ならばこのミドガルズオルムが汝を試そうではないか。
never quite got. Like, what was the point of all of the whole sealing the crystal things and then re-unlocking them one by one? Like, was this a test? But yeah, about the reworking of the dungeons, they reworked pretty much every single ARR in Heaven's Word dungeon that is part of the MSQ. Because a lot of the mechanics, a lot of the old mechanics, just like it would be very difficult to make those work with duty support. So, like when they went back and added duty support to all of these dungeons, like a lot of those mechanics had to be changed. Like for example, Snowcloak, the snowball thing, the whole like aiming the boss to build snowballs and punting the snowballs at the boss and nonsense, like that mechanic doesn't exist anymore. It's just dodge AoEs.
汝を貫いたのは竜の爪、我が力によりてハイデリンの与う光の加護を封じる草木。もっとも星の光は陰りを見せておった。我が爪なくとも
It's also the same like with Stone Middle. They didn't change it that much, but basically any mechanic that leaves lingering puddles
かつてハイデリンとちぎりを交わした。ゆえにその加護を受けたる汝を
Because if you end up leaving
首に
like
殺すの
lingering
は
puddles
控えよ。
directly under your own like duty
だが
support team,
汝
they don't
は
have
人
the AI to move out of it.
イシュガルドの民のように愚かな罪を犯すやもし
Which
れ
is
ぬ。
why also Brave Flocks also had the
我が
poison
汝
puddles
を見
thing
限れば
as well.
拾った命はないと思え。
Baby Mitty! He is still to this day my favorite minion.
我が幻にして我が化身今より汝と共に行く。化身の目はすなわち我が目、化身の耳はすなわち我が耳。光の加護を失した汝が何をなすか見届けよう。運命を開く得意の者よ。己の力で我がくさびを砕いてみせよ。得意な力を持つ者ならば人を裁き戦を終焉へと導くこともできよう。これは得意の者たる汝の試練。この地にたゆたうエーテルを受け、いつしか我が身もよみがえろう。いずれ来たる復活の時に汝が試練を乗り越え、人が光の意志のもとにあらんことを願う。だが容易な道にはあらぬぞ。じきに我が一族と人の大きな戦が起こる。我が子の方向はすでに前天へとどろいたのだ。
You may summon Midgard Summon by selecting the corresponding entry within your mini guide and the character's main menu. Yay! I have mini back! I'm so pleased! Okay. But yeah, no. See, I don't... I don't get the whole point. I never did get the whole point of why MIDI like went through the trouble of blocking off Heidelin's blessing. And then after that, oh, we just unlocked the crystals one by one. And I was like, okay. What's the point? We're just seeing if we were strong enough? I feel so uncomfortable not being able to repair my own gear. Because, like, I'm not used to being able to see green. I usually have all of this like over repaired. Yeah, not just ARR. Most of the Heavensward and ARR dungeons, all story MSQ required dungeons would have received at least minor reworks. Because like I said, like it's basically tied to duty support. That's why they didn't touch any of the optional dungeons. Yeah, that's why they didn't touch any of the optional dungeons, because none of the optional dungeons are in duty support. They didn't touch Ormvale. Okay, they did change Ormvale. No, Ormvale is untouched. Zamile Darkhold, the Toad Pass. The number of mobs on that pass has reduced, but not much. Nothing other than that. Like the mechanics were completely untouched. Cutter's Cry, completely untouched. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, like obviously some got very heavily reworked, and the big one that sticks out, Zamile Darkhold. Yeah. So like I said, like Zamile Darkhold's Frog Pass, like they definitely reduced the number of mobs, but other than that, the mechanics were completely untouched. Right. Yeah, and the same for all the other optional dungeons. So the only things they bothered to actually rework, like when I say rework, like actually change the mechanics, are your story mandated dungeons, for the simple reason that they needed them to be able to work with duty support. And like I said, that is why you see it, like any kind of mechanic that left lingering puddles, be it the ice puddles in Stone Vigil, or the poison puddles in friggin' Brave Locks, last boss. Like all of those just get changed into normal AoEs that you just dodge and then that's it. Anything that requires like unusual actions, like the stupid snowball mechanic that used to be in Snowcloak, got removed. And that is also why Thousand Moors of Tudorak is probably the one that has the biggest changes, because that map is untraversable by duty support AI. Like you are not getting your duty support to deal with that map. Like the stupid cells and having to pick up the cells and whatnot, like none of that was gonna happen with duty support. Absolutely none. And the passes with the heavy and all that. Yeah. I was beginning to fear the worst, but those explosions I saw. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphano left a message stating that you were due return to the Rising Sun sometimes. Sounded awfully worried about you. Maybe you should hurry back to Ravenstall. He can wait. Fine. They have Frog Hill and it was just... Man, that was the funniest, man. Like, even with the number of mobs reduced on Frog Hill, I still think Zamail is probably one of the few dungeons remaining in the whole game that actually tests like a tank's ability to tank. Like, there's actual things that you have to, like, because of the number of ranged mobs in there and the whole pull mobs into the light of the crystal thing, like, it actually tests a tank's ability to and awareness of how to deal with ranged mobs. Like, you can tell the really experienced ones by do they use their corners to line of sight the ranged mobs and pull them in and pack them all together? Or are we just running around and attacking ranged mobs one by one while the rest of the pack is like over there? Have you spoken with Commander Levier yet? He has been pacing again. Of course he has. Tell Amy, is it coming? What should we do? Oh, he's not. Where is my good friend Minnie? Ah, there you are. Unable to summon Minnie here. Why? Wait. If I exit and then summon him? Why are you not allowed to summon a minion in an instance? That's so weird. There we go. Wait. Even if I've summoned him, like, huh? He doesn't show up? And somehow I never noticed that in an instance area, your minions don't show up. Okay. The Lady Knight. Oh, okay. The lines are still the same. The lines are still the same. Okay. Oriange. Truth interpreted is truth transformed. Today's heroes may yet become tomorrow's gods. Or something else. Yeah, it's something else, alright. I don't know what the hell MIDI is, but... Welcome home, Vulnstack. Alphino was worried sick about you. Why don't you go set his mind at ease? I mean, I'm standing right here. He can see me just fine. Wait. No, not you fucking... Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Memphilia informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You weren't this concerned when I went to deal with Shiva. You had completed your investigation of the Keep of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgard's armor? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Yeah, story of my life. Are we to understand the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? There's a resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Those words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent, we must share this information with Sir Emeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard's armor in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of Dranian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as such. For your protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Yeah, well, I don't believe in their god. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amaryk's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you're not telling us, Vulnstack? Yeah, I now have a tiny dragon following me around. He's different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something. Oh, yeah, that too. 12th event, Midgard summon stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you were otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard made mention of Covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nymea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the Covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he's watching over you as he claimed, maybe you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Hi, Midi. Art thou upon a master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal?
ああ、貴公の活躍を聞いたぞ。さすがは英雄。源流ミドガルゾールムの幻影を打ち破り、散り際に情報を聞き出すとは。しかし、竜の方向を発したのが源流の子だったとはな。ミドガルゾールムが生み出せし7頭の竜王たち、その存在は七大天竜としてイシュガルドにも伝わっている。そのうち今なおエオルゼアに住むとされているのは2頭。果たしてどちらが竜の方向を発したのか。
いずれにせよドラゴン族の一大攻勢は目前に迫っている。大きな戦いは避けられないだろう。ドラゴン族が攻め込んできた場合、コートを守りきれるのか。あれは雲海に浮かぶ城。飛行可能な竜相手では地の利すらないように思えるが。
そこは安心してほしい。ドラゴン族と1000年戦い抜いてきた歴史は伊達じゃない。ともあれ防護の強化は必要だ。至急アイメリク様にお伝えし、本国で対策を立てよう。無論貴公の活躍についてもよく伝えておく。目覚めつつあったミドガルゾールムを封じたとあれば、アイメリク様もさぞお喜びになるはずだ。では私は戻ろう。こちらに進展があればすぐに連絡をする。
数百年に及ぶ戦いの歴史か。彼らはそれをいつまで続けていくつもりなのだ。
Oh, that actually reminds me, like, I'll get to see the reworked Steps of Faith duty now that it's a solo duty. I've not replayed that. Thank you, Vulnstack, thank you. I shall sleep soundly knowing that worm will trouble us no longer. About that. The Guardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Yeah. Though it was not Midgard's armor who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Yeah, about that. Domino has a message from Moonbreeder for the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreeder has requested a gathering of Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Asians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. And this is, would you be so kind as to inform Rita that our Ishgardian visit has departed? I must speak with the Crystal Braves, not even travel joy. Yeah, but we will only see it tomorrow because it is 12:51 and I have to wake up for work tomorrow. So I'm gonna stop here and pick it up tomorrow. Yeah. We're almost to the 40-minute movie at the end of a movie's worth of cutscenes at the end of AR. Still got to do steps. No, I still have the Chrysalis trial. I got the Steps of Faith duty to do. And then I got the 40-minute, and then a whole bunch of quests, and then the 40-minute movie. Yeah. Okay, gonna stop stream here. Thanks for coming. Bye!